Are you an enemy of yourself? I know I was when I was younger until I got into all the spiritual and shamanic practices. My God, I used to beat myself up. Why aren't you more smart? Why aren't you happy? You got all this education and everything. You're just not happy. And you're never happy. You know, I just beat myself up relentlessly. And then finally, thanks to shamanic practice, and I learned that, oh, I had so much criticism and judgment against the world, but the real problem was that I had a big inner judge in my own noggin. Wow, that was, and it was overactive, my inner judge. And I learned from the shamanic practice that, according to the Toltec masters, the biggest inner demons are the victim and the judge inside ourselves. And by vanquishing that, oh, my whole life changed. So it takes a bit of doing to see it, but know that it's there. Like when we beat ourselves up, we got to stop, take a breath, get recentered. No, it's just that inner judge, parasites we call them, you know, that's like our inner demons, that's just tormenting ourselves. Why? We're in a world filled with judgments, especially in our country where, you know, the highest paying people are what? Lawyers. All they're doing is judging, you know. And we are part of that. Not right or wrong, but it doesn't help us. And so if we can vanquish the inner judge, that's like the head of a monster with a dozen tentacles, and the tentacles come out as, you know, self-worth issues or arrogance or trying to compare, why aren't we better, self-pity, all that kind of stuff is based on the judge. So if we can vanquish the inner judge, we're killing the head of the monster, and all those tentacles would dry up by themselves. So, having said that, then people would ask, like a lot of people have asked when I brought this up, well, then everything's okie dokie. I mean, look at the world, everything's fine. I said, no, it's not fine. But we're not judging it. We are making assessments between truth and illusion, not judgment between sin and virtue, good and evil. Who are we to judge? But we are making discernments. Like the Buddhists say, the Buddhist sword of discernment, or the Buddhist sword of discrimination. We're discerning between truth and illusion, between what serves our ego, what serves our heart. There's a lot of things we're making assessments about, but it's not judgment. So there's a big difference. And if you want more of these step-by-step procedure and practices, look into my book, Map of Desire, and we go into it very thoroughly. And good luck.